Oh, and good evening. I'll tell you what, I still haven't had my hair cut. My hair is so long in lockdown, it's unbelievable. Not like Josie's hair, look. Wonderful there, look.
Thank you. I did it myself.
You did it yourself. You got a pair of shears and you went to get with them, did you?
I'm using the husband's beard trimmer at the moment, so it's
The husband's beard
varied
trimmer.
results.
Oh no, gosh.
It's
Anyway,
not actually done at the back.
Anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
Let me say before I start, I love your music.
Thank you.
I love it. Um, we've been having problems all day, kind of trying to like download your music. 1 minute we've kind of like lost it. Next minute we found it. Next minute I contacted you. So we are in the middle of putting it on our website at the moment,
Okay.
and we're trying to find it. So we will sort it out in the meantime. Um, how long have you been singing for now, Josie?
About 9 years, I guess. Yeah, it must be about 9 years ago that I
Yeah,
started.
yeah. One of your songs really got me today. I was really in tears about it because I do a lot of campaigning work for obesity and mental health, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I do loads of stuff with mental health. And one of the songs got me today, and it was unbelievable. And I wish I could play it now, but we're still downloading it all. But it will be on my radio site and on Facebook later tonight and all that lot, so people will be able to see it. So,
Excellent. What song was that?
I can't tell you, but you tell me, and I'll tell you if it's right.
Was it Brave?
Yes, yeah. I'll tell you what.
Sorry for the tears.
Oh no, but it's a really good song. It's a really good song, and
Thank you.
it really got to me. And I did say to you earlier that I'm going to kind of, I want to kind of like put it towards a film that we're doing, an awareness film, because I think it
hmm
will. So, and anyway, I want to talk about you. So, you are, what kind of music are you into, by the way?
Myself personally, I listen to a lot of reggae. I love like Cat Empire and Fat Freddy's Drop. I also do love a bit of Beyonce and Rihanna. Rock and roll. I like everything, really, everything. If I'm tired, then some opera's good. Um, but yeah, I think I'm not really up to date with what the kids are listening to these days. Um, which I thought I was still young, but no,
You-
music says that I'm not.
You're still 21. You're still 21.
In
Um,
here.
yeah, and yeah. The trouble is, so see, what I find now is with the music that's when I was born in 1969, and I went through all the 60s and not the 60s, 70s, then 80s, and I loved it. I loved all the music.
hmm
But now I've come to a point now where it's all banging, noisy. It's all trance, and I'm thinking, God help me, when is this going to kind of like disappear and go? You know what I mean? Bring back the old stuff.
Hopefully, it'll be when my album's released.
Yes. Well, let's talk. I want to talk about that in a minute about your album. But the trouble is, Lucy, what do you think of today's music?
That's not a fair question. No, I think a lot of it is really good. A lot of it's good. I think lyrically, it's kind of lost any sort of meaning.
Mm.
Um, but not all of it. I mean, there's a lot of songwriters that still write meaningful songs. But yeah, I don't know. If you listen to the radio in the car, then it's all a bit
Mm. Mm.
not very meaningful. But not meaningful music is also good sometimes. You don't always want your heartstrings pulled, I suppose.
You're trying to get away from the question, aren't you? um, what?
I don't want to say anything bad about anybody. I mean, it's all good. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's fantastic.
Right,
No,
okay.
I like the production of new music. I think is really good. Some interesting sounds.
Right, okay. We move on from
Next
there then.
question.
Yeah, we move on from there. What kind of music do you like singing altogether?
I like singing rock, and I like folky music and sort of soul music. I guess when I write, because I write with my guitar, so every song sort of originates as a folky song, and then my band's like a pop rock band, so it gets made a bit harder
Yeah, because
in the process.
your band does a lot of like harder music, like every rock music, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. My
And
my
you, yeah.
husband's my husband's the producer, and he's quite a Def Leppard fan, so there's a lot of big drums and guitar sounds in there.
Ah, so he's a producer, yeah. Well, you need to kind of like tell him that we need to lower it down a bit, you know.
Do you know
That
what?
would-
I think he might be watching. He might be having a tantrum.
oh, not, oh, not, oh, sorry about it, husband, but you know, I think, at the end of the day, Josie comes first in this interview. Anyway, sorry, but with you, so
Okay.
with you, so what's it like when you're kind of like sitting down, writing a song, and next minute the end comes out and you're listening to it? What what's it like?
It's great. It's great to really see them come to life. I think like my favorite part is when you get onto stage and get to just really deliver it how it's meant to be delivered. But it's the best feeling. It's the best feeling. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. Because I kind of like speak to a lot of songwriters, and they said to me, Steve, sometimes I get an idea when I'm in the bath or the shower and you're driving around. Where'd you get your ideas from?
The same, really. Just like random places. A lot of things come in the bath, and a lot of the time they come like when I'm asleep. Then I'll dream that I'm writing a song. Um, I think they're kind of the best ones that come, and you wake up and you're like desperately trying to remember the lyrics from the dream. One of the tracks that I sent you, think it was actually written in the soft play with my daughter. I had a stinking hangover, and I was just sitting there looking at all the parents just looking so miserable that they were in the soft plays, and that's where that one came from. So yeah, just like different, like all random places in the bath and driving about.
Hmm.
Yeah, they just pop up all the time.
Where did you get the idea from Think too? Because Think is really lovely song. Where did you get the
But
idea for that too?
I think well, I was having a difficult time when I was writing it, and I guess it was just like sort of from my observation of a lot of people hold a lot of judgment or come with a lot of judgment for people when they're not doing very well or when they're obviously not doing very well. Um, and it was kind of just like everybody's got so much negative, like so much stuff going on in their own lives, in their own heads. Like nobody is, well, I can't say nobody's not struggling, but generally, like people have their own stuff. Um, and it was just an observation of that.
Hmm. How about Brave?
Brave. Brave came from a really, really difficult time. My mental health. I was going through again some really not very nice stuff, and I was really being tested, and I didn't. I was really probably at the lowest that I've ever been, and had been feeling quite suicidal for quite a while.
That was
Um,
my next step, really, because I was going to go into that, then go on to because people who know me, I'll try to get things out of them, see, out of people. And you did have a bad time, didn't you? Really, because
I
you were depressed. That you were really suicidal. You wanted to end your life. You know.
yeah. So the song was written. I mean, like, I'd been in the bathroom, like 15 minutes before, and I was just in bits. I was on the floor and I was crying a lot, and I was just like, I knew that I couldn't keep feeling like that, and I knew that the problems that I was going through weren't going to stop. Um, but I had to just find a way to pull myself to be stronger than what I was facing. So I got myself up, stood myself up, wiped my face, came through to my room, and picked up my guitar, and I just started writing. And it was maybe one of the quickest songs that I've ever written. It didn't take very long at all.
It took you a day, didn't it, to do? Was it a
It,
day?
it was probably about half an hour.
Yeah.
We were in the studio. I think we got into the studio maybe the week after that, and got it down. It did take a while to produce because obviously it was a difficult song, so Alan wanted to do it justice. And yeah, so that was a year and a half ago now, and it's just about ready for release. Um, so yeah, it was.
What would you say to anybody who's going through a bad time at the moment? Because we're all stuck in. Most of us are stuck in here because of the COVID. Going through a
Speak.
really yeah yeah.
Sorry. Speak to somebody. Anybody, and you'd be surprised. Like, I think with COVID, a lot of people have realised that who they thought was going to be there isn't there, and sometimes you'd be surprised at the people that are there. And there is, like, there's the NHS 24. If you don't want to speak to somebody that you know, there's loads of places. Just speak to somebody, and it will get better. It's like, yeah, it's just, I think you do have to push yourself into a place of acceptance, but accept that it will just pass. I find meditation really helpful.
Yeah.
Definitely. A lot of people think that they can't meditate because they can't clear their head, but meditation isn't about clearing your head. It's more just about sitting and breathing. And get outside, get some vitamin D, because staying in, although I know, like, it's going outside can be the hardest thing in the world, but it does. Even 5 minutes a day makes it better. And yeah, speak to somebody, because there is
Yeah.
always somebody who cares.
Tell us about your album.
My album. So we've been recording it for about 2 years now, but I have a lot of strops, so it's taken longer than it should have. But it's basically just a record of my life to date and all my really bad decisions. There's been a few.
What's your bad? So, what bad decisions have you made then?
Oh, you'll have to buy my album.
No, I'll buy your album if you only tell me.
No. You can buy the album or wait for the autobiography. There could be children watching this.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's I think there's about 12 songs on it. I might be making it up. But it goes through the lows and the highs, and the reasons for the lows, and the steps to bring the highs, I guess. It's
Yeah.
a record of my mentalness.
No. You do you have a faith?
Do I have a faith? Um, like, I wouldn't say that I was like, I'm not a Christian or anything like that, but I do have, I don't know, I like quantum physics. I like to believe in a
Uh,
source energy, and
right.
that's, yeah, I
Are
think that
you?
my,
Yeah. I was talking about are you like spiritual and everything? You know, because
yeah, I'm spiritual. I'm spiritual. I think if you watch Doctor Quantum, the double slit experiment, I like that. That's my fave.
Right. Okay. Okay. That's fine. So your album then. So how long
Yeah.
did it? How long did it take to get from from the first to the end? How
Well,
long
it's
did
not.
it take?
It's not quite at the end. I have one more verse to write, or two more verses to write, and then it's done. But 2 years. 2 years.
2 years. Gosh.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
I bet it was, yes. And when are you looking at a release date for it then?
The end of February, hopefully. We'll have a video out on Valentine's Day for one of the tracks, Valentine. Uh, and yeah, it should all be good to go by the end of February. I'm just like setting up my Vivo channel and stuff like that. So there's just like a few technical wobbly bits to do. And yeah, then it's good to go.
And
Finally.
sorry, I was saying goodbye to somebody. Sorry about that.
It's
Um,
okay.
when you kind of like done your album, what are you going to do next?
Take over the world. I think next, obviously we're still in lockdown, so I'm just doing bits and pieces at home. I'm writing for some other artists at the moment, and I'm also in the process of setting up a creative arts service for survivors of domestic abuse.
Well done.
So that's thank you. It'll come in the shape of creative workshops like creative writing and the meditation as well, painting and just all sorts of creative things. So I'm going to try and work with Women's Aid with that. I used to do a similar things with children from disadvantaged backgrounds, but yeah, my heart's kind of with helping women at the moment.
Is that
So yeah.
because of your background?
Yeah, a lot of my background got brought back to surface about 6 months before lockdown, and it it's consumed everything for the last 18 months. So yeah, I'm not getting away from it, so I might as well do something about it.
Yeah, which you are. You're actually looking positive, and you're doing things positive now.
Yeah, I mean, when you leave a situation like that, then it kind of can feel like there's nowhere else to go. But I don't know. I want to show women that you can still do everything. You can still do absolutely everything, and
Yeah.
anything.
Women can take over the world.
Oh, we will.
They will. They will. I tell you what. In my house, right? There's two things in my house, right? I used to go to my wife, right? I'm the boss, me, right? And she'll say, "No, you're not. I'm the boss," and she'll make sure that she is the boss, honestly. And so I just say to her now, "Okay, love. Yeah, fine, good, good, fine." And I don't say no. I say, "Yeah, carry on," and that's it. Because I get an earache house,
Oh dear.
but I do love my wife, and
As,
that's what counts.
as long as you're happy.
Yeah, yeah. What's the most embarrassing? Now, I'm going to ask you a few questions here now. What's the
Oh.
most embarrassing moment you ever had? Like singing or gigging with your group or come
Okay,
on,
I'm
and
not.
I want to know the truth. I don't want to lie.
So I'm not actually this embarrassed about it, but my band was. Um, there was one day I was very young. I was 18. It was my first band, and I got really. We were playing a festival, Knockengorta Festival. It's my favorite festival in the world. It's so good. Small festival in Scotland, and we'd been there from the Friday night, and we were playing on the Sunday night, the last set. So we were on about midnight, I think, and it got up to midnight Sunday. I was 18, and I was just I couldn't sing. I was not in a state to sing. So the gig started. I think I went on for sound check, and then I just bravely ran away. That's what we called it. I bravely ran away, and then went and heckled my brother-in-law's band while they were finishing their set. And I sat backstage with them until it was just about the end of my band set, and I just appeared from very, very drunk, and came back for the encore. Uh, yeah, I'm quite proud actually. I'm not embarrassed. That's not embarrassing.
You were drunk and you came back just for the encore.
Just for the encore, just for the bit that mattered.
That's totally disgusting of you doing that. They
Oh,
they're playing they're playing at midnight and you were drunk and you came on and went, "Oh, I'm drunk, have an encore." Thank you. Thank you.
oh, it was brilliant. I was 18. I was 18.
Yeah, you were yeah.
I couldn't get
Yeah.
away with it now.
No, you can't no. And how long have you been married? How long have you been married now then?
I've been married for just over a year. We got married in October 2019.
2019. Gosh. Well done.
Still newlyweds.
Well done. We've been married now for about 7 years. And and it's like a prison sentence. My wife's just laughing there. She thinks it's funny. But
uh, well,
yeah.
it is really. I mean, marriages are supposed to be longer than what they give people for a life sentence. So,
Oh yes, yes.
yes.
The funny thing about it, though, is like we didn't like each other when we was at school. We went to the same school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Wait.
she went out with my friend, and I went out with her friend. But we hated each other,
Oh, really?
and we just come together at a school reunion, and that was it. We got together, and there you go. We're now married. We,
Amazing. So, what's your
but
most embarrassing story?
I'm not going to tell you what my background story is.
That's not fair.
Okay, I'll tell you what my most embarrassing story is. When I was young, I used to live on the. I don't know if you ever heard of Plymouth at all.
Uh huh.
Yeah, my parents used to be in the fishing trade. Okay, and we had a big fish shop, and what they used to do, they have crabs and everything, and shellfish, and anyway, I went. My dog died, so I wanted a pet, so I got a crab. Right? Don't forget, I'm young. Stop laughing.
Sorry.
I'm young. I'm young, and so I got a little bit of string and Percy the crab, right? And I started taking it for a walk.
Oh dear. Did you kill it?
No, just so anyway. So what happened was I kind of like I got to do this quick. So I was trying to kind of like get across the road, but where I used to live on the Barbican, it was Plymouth. You got Plymouth on the Barbican, and it was well known for tourists and for coaches. And we was going across the road, the coach coming down, but crabs only can go sideways, can't they? They can't go front way, and they're taking too long. So a coach went over my crab, killed it, killed.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Oh, oh my goodness, that can't be true. Is that true?
It's true. And
I'm
so
sorry,
anyway,
I'm
so
sick.
right, are you okay now? You don't need to see a doctor or anything, do you? So anyway, so what happened was I was only young then, and I picked it up, put it in my mum's back garden, buried it, everything for it. And next minute, we got a cat called Tash because it had a moustache. One of these. This is all true. And one day we were smelling something in the house, and, and the cat went in the back garden, must have dug it up, brought a claw into the house,
Oh dear. Oh,
and that was it. That's my moment in my life so far.
bless your
Um,
wee soul.
yeah, poor Percio,
Mercy. Oh, it's brilliant.
but poor, but when you kind of like going around, do you travel around just your area, or do you go everywhere when you're kind of like gigging?
Well, I've been sort of up and down. I've gigged so far in Scotland and in England. Um, Obviously, when the album comes out and we're allowed again, then we will be looking to do a tour. Um,
Yeah.
and go as many places as possible because it's been
Yeah.
far too long off the stage.
Are you coming
Um,
down the southwest anytime?
where is it that you are?
I'm in Plymouth, but
If you can get us a gig in Plymouth, we'll come down.
okay, okay. Do I get 20% off?
You can get a free ticket.
A free ticket?
A free ticket.
I tell you what, a free ticket and another crab would do.
I'll get you one. I'll get you one. Send me your address. I'll get your crab.
Yeah, put it through the post. Yeah.
Percy the
No,
second.
you'll probably go out now and tell everybody about my story now, won't you?
That's
You'll probably.
brilliant.
No, it's true. It's true. Sorry, I lost touch now. What I was going to tell you. Anyway, so you gig in Scotland, go around Scotland, and you've been down to the UK. So then I was going to say to you, will you ever go down to like London, down the southwest, and gig if you were offered? If
Yeah,
you were offered.
yeah, definitely. I mean, when I was in a band, ska reggae band when I was like 18 to 19, and we went down to London quite a lot. So it was the Magic Garden and something else. I can't remember what it was. It was like the Fox and something. And they were great little venues. I love London. I love London. Definitely worth going
Yeah.
down for a gig. You can just disappear. You get off the coach and you can vanish forever. I love it.
Yeah, you can vanish in the crowd, can't you?
Yeah, it's great.
I
It's
tried
great.
hiding behind Trafalgar once, Nelson, Trafalgar. Got Trafalgar Square. I tried hiding behind the pillar once, away from my wife. But, she found me in the end. I'm sure she's got a sat nav thing on me, like,
There
here
he
it is.
is.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah. But no, so you are at the moment is still writing your songs, writing your music. You've got nothing planned at the moment.
No, well, there's no. We can't really plan a tour until we know what's happening with lockdown. So I think it's probably. I can't see the government allowing live music in 2021. I can't see them doing it this year, or not on like any sort of larger scale. So unfortunately, it does look like it will be 2022 before we can actually do a tour.
Okay.
But that's just. I mean, it does. If the lockdown does loosen off enough. But I know that in Scotland, then you can't have gigs until you're in tier 1, and I don't see the cities going into tier 1 anytime soon. I mean, we could probably do some smaller country gigs, but certainly not anything in any of the major cities.
Have you ever been busking?
Yeah, I busked in my early 20s before I got pregnant. I was actually thinking about doing some busking in Stirling, but it's a bit cold right now. But I think when it gets a bit warmer, I'm a bit of a wimp. So when it gets warmer, if I can get some volunteers to carry my gear for me, then I'll go and do some busking in Stirling.
You should tell the old man to get his put everything in the car and take you there and everything.
To be honest, he makes quite a good roadie. He's a sound engineer too, so he's handy to have around.
Right. Is that so? So when you kind of like so does he do all the producing as well for you then for your kind of like album? Did he produce?
Yeah, he produces. I mean, sometimes I'll make a demo on like GarageBand, or I'll just give him just guitars and vocals, and then he'll just go and make it a little bit cooler.
Right.
That way.
I know you wasn't expecting this, but would it be possible, kindly, if you sing for us on your guitar?
Okay. Should have seen that coming, shouldn't I? Can I do a cover?
Yeah, anything you want. Anything you want.
Actually, I'm going to
I don't
take my
want you to wake
headphones
up
off.
I don't want to wake up your children now. I don't want you to do that.
No,
if they're
I
in
got
bed.
rid of her. I mean, I didn't get rid of her. They just don't have her tonight.
Whatever. Oh,
Oh dear. Right. I'll do Brave actually.
okay.
So this is from my own songs. This is Brave. I just need to remember the chords. Cool. I've got it. Okay. Another year down and another 360 crying on a bathroom floor. Will the sadness ever leave me? Only this time round is you banging your head on the wall. Looking for a friend, but there's nobody to call. Find a number online, you dial, but words don't flow. And a voice picks up, you say, sorry, I have to go. Oh, don't wish your lights out, don't you go round the world as it goes. Don't wish your lights out, don't you go on your own. You're not alone. Don't wish your lights out, don't you go round the world as it goes. Don't wish your lights out, don't you go on your own. You're not alone. Don't need a knife to cut, you got the voices in your head. You know life is good, and still you got this dread. All the sadness and shame terrified that you're spreading your pain. So you wish upon a star that one day soon God will take you far, 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 far away. Don't wish your lights out, don't you go round the world as it goes. Don't wish your lights out, don't you go on your own. You're not alone. Don't wish your lights out, don't you go round the world as it goes. Don't wish your lights out, don't you go on your own. You're not alone. Don't give it all up. Don't let yourself down. Don't throw it all away, 'cause you don't feel great. Now it's all up, all up in flames. That world you came to know, watch it fade away. Lights out, don't you go round the world as it goes. And wish your lights out, don't you go on your own. You're not alone. Don't wish your lights out, don't you go round the world as it goes. And wish your lights out, don't you go on your own. You're not alone.
Beautiful song.
Thank you. I don't
I
know.
love,
I hope that sounded okay through the phone.
I love that song. Really good.
Thank you very much.
Really good. Um, last couple of questions, if I could. Um, so your hair,
I'm just going to, sorry, I'm just going to stick my headphones back in because I, I can't hear you too well. Sorry.
okay.
Oh, I'm blushing.
Right. Okay. So we're just so if anybody wants to kind of like buy your music, get your music, where can they get it to?
Well, if you head on to Facebook, and my band page is My Name is Crow, and I'll have all release information coming up there in the next couple of weeks, and we'll have my video out there on the 14th of February as well. I'm also over on Instagram at My Name is Crow. I'm not very good at this social media stuff, but hopefully I'll have somebody taking over that for me next week, so it'll all be a lot more reliable.
Right. Okay. That's good. Great. Great.
But yeah,
And
My Name is Crow online.
hello, Crow. Anyway, when is your album out?
It should be the end of February,
End of
beginning of
February.
March.
End of February.
Spring.
Okay, spring. And the last thing I've got to ask you this: if you had one person you'd like to sing with, who would it be with?
It would have to be Freddie Mercury, but that's not going to happen.
There's
I
always
think
get.
it would. I think it would be really cool to sing with. Oh, I can't pick one. That's not fair.
See, I always get when I ask this question, they always go and they're there like for 5 minutes, and I go, carry on, carry on.
I mean, Freddie Mercury or Bowie would be my ultimates if they want to just come back down for a day, guys. Yeah, I guess if it would be really cool to sing with like. I loved Christina Aguilera when I was growing up as a kid, so that would be. I mean, if you've sung with Christina Aguilera, then you've definitely done well in your career. Should be cool. Or
Good.
if Fat Freddy's Drop let me do a set with them, or Cat Empire, that would also be amazing.
Okay, good. Who have you met on your travel? Anybody famous on your travels?
I don't think I have met anybody famous. I met Connie from Blue Peter when I was about 4. She wasn't very nice to me though.
Don't worry about it. I was. Oh, Connie on Blue Peter.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I remember her. I was walking my crab one day, and she gave me a Blue Peter badge.
Really?
No, 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 no. Anyway,
I
thank you very
had
much.
I had
Sorry,
dinner with no. What are you saying?
go ahead, go ahead.
No, I
You had
can't
dinner
tell you.
with me?
It's too secret. They're too famous.
No, come on, tell me.
I can't. I'll get in trouble.
Come on,
I can't. No, I'm
Rob,
lying.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. Do you know that is the only celebrity death that has ever affected me.
Yeah, yeah,
That was a very sad day.
yeah, yeah. Okay. How about what do you think about Robbie Williams?
Robbie Williams. Um, he's he's good. Yeah, he's good. Was it Robbie Williams that did a song just before Christmas about lockdown?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Not his best work.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, everybody's got their opinions, guys. Thank you for thank you for Josie.
I love
I
you,
think
Robbie.
yeah, he's at the front door. He said he wants to see you. He's got a boulder pit with you. No, no, look, Josie. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll get you back sometime and kind of like, and you can play some few songs for us.
Yeah,
Live.
definitely.
That'd be
That would
good.
be great.
Thank you for
Awesome.
thank you for your time. I know you're a busy woman.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope it's not bad for you. I hope it was okay for you. And
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Thank you
good,
very
good,
much for having me.
good, good. I'm just learning. See, I've done around about 300 now, and I'm
It's
still
amazing what
learning.
you've done because you started this in lockdown, didn't you?
Yeah. So the idea was that it was for last July. It was for people who had mental health problems,
Mm-hmm.
who were also had kind of like mental health, and people who was obese, and people who couldn't leave their homes, and people because people who there's a lot of stigma out there with people,
Yeah.
and for mental health. So what I did was I thought, oh, start it off, but next minute I thought, hang on for a second, this is getting very popular. So I've done it, and
Excellent.
it's worked. So I'm still going. And for March, for February this month here, we're totally packed out.
Excellent. Well
We're,
done.
we're fully, and we had some wonderful people on it so far, and hopefully it will keep going. So really good.
Nice.
But anyway, thank you very much for your time.
Right. Take care. Thank you very much for having me.
And don't forget, when you come famous, I want a Bentley and a £60,000 in my bank account, please.
Done.
Done. Bye
Done.
bye. God bless. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Good
Bye
night. Cheers.
bye. There you go. That was Josie for you, and she's nice. She's really good, and I wish her all the best in her career. And anyway, guys, that's it for me for tonight. There is no more for tonight. Thank you very much to Elizabeth. Thank you to Josie, and um, go to my radio site now. There's some information on the radio, and yeah, and hopefully we'll see you again some other time. God bless for now. Take care, and look after yourselves.